Sorry that I keep on making videos with this black infinity backdrop, but I just love it that much. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite tripod in the world. The tripod that I take everywhere I go, anytime I go out to shoot, and one that I highly recommend. Normally I don't make videos specifically about tripods, but I will make an exception in this case because that's how much I love this one. Today, I'm Film Alliance. When I'm looking for a tripod, I'm looking for three things: stability, functionality, and height. This is a tripod that's kind of expensive. It holds a good camera and it has a pretty decent tripod head, but that's all it pretty much does. And that's the only time I can ever really use it. If I was to stand up, I wouldn't be able to use that tripod anymore. This tripod, however, can extend way higher. It can turn into a monopod, and you can even flip it upside down to get some of those low angle shots. Those are three things that this modern day tripod just cannot do. The first camera was created in 1839 and they were selling it for 400 francs. I don't even know what a franc is, so it looks like I wouldn't have been able to purchase one. Thankfully for us, we live in a time where we can afford state-of-the-art cameras, but I'm sure when they first started to mass produce cameras, the first accessory was a tripod. I think anybody in this craft should get a decent heavy tripod, and then they should have a tripod like this that they can take with them out the door on the spot with pretty much zero creative limitations. I used to use this newer tripod, which is pretty much the same thing. It can extend as high as I can stand and it has a lot of different functionality. But one thing that just ticks me off about this one is it has this little turn knob to extend your legs and then you turn it to tighten it up. But I cannot tell you how many times I've actually not tightened this up tight enough, or I forgot to tighten it all together and my tripod fell over to the side. But this Smallrig tripod actually has fastener clamps, so you know you're steady. And I think that is the solution to this whole tripod setup. And that's why, and one of the reasons why I love this tripod so much. With that said, I've only had this for 2 months, so I can't speak on the longevity of it, but up until now, I've used it on almost every single one of my videos, and I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. Full disclaimer, Smallrig reached out to me and asked me to go on their website and see if there was anything that I thought looked cool enough to have them send to me so I can make a review video. And normally I don't actually pick anything out, but this bad boy definitely caught my eye. So that's how I got this tripod. Another benefit to this tripod is it sits somewhere in the range of 65 to 75 bucks. I never know how much these tripods are gonna be because every single day it changes. Maybe it's due to the supply shortage, I don't know. But this newer tripod is somewhere in the range between 130 and 140. It is a little bit heavier, which I think is nicer. But this one is nice if you're on the go and you're traveling. One of the reasons I even got into these different types of tripods is because they can extend so high. This one extends up to 78 inches, which is plenty of room if I want to do a standing talking head type of shot, or I'm interviewing somebody who's a little bit on the taller spectrum. Now let's go out into the field with the Sony ZV-E10 and this tripod, and I'm gonna try to show you why I think that every single video creator should have this tripod in their toolkit. So we're doing some scenario-based stuff. Let's say we're photographers and we came out because we wanna get some landscape shots, but the terrain that we're dealing with here is just pretty ugly. So we can't really do much if we had a normal tripod. We would have to set the tripod up right here. But that's gonna kind of ruin our shot and our frame, so we really wanna push the camera out further that way. So the reason why this tripod works out so well is because all you have to do is set your legs up however you want. That's about as far as they'll extend. And then I'll bring these guys down just like this. Now I'm able to turn the camera that way, be able to set the tripod on this bad terrain and still have a nice landscape shot. So that's one reason why I love this tripod, because it's very versatile, especially if you're an outdoor shooter. Let's go get our next scenario-based shot. Let's put ourselves into a scenario-based type situation where we're filming a wedding and the bride is coming down the aisle. We don't have a lot of time and it's kind of crowded, so we don't have enough room for a tripod. So what we would use in that case is a monopod. So I would quickly take this leg off of the tripod like this. Here she comes. I gotta do this quickly. I'd hand this off to my buddy. I would throw this like this. She's a little bit short, so I need to shorten it up. There we go. Now, almost in less than probably 15 seconds, we were able to switch from a tripod to a monopod. And monopods are super useful when you're in like run and gun situations, doing weddings and things of that nature, so that you can have a nice stabilized picture. So it looks like it's on a tripod, but you're actually in control of it, and you can quickly move it in different situations. Let's go get our next shot. Here's another scenario base. I want to get a video of me putting some stickers on my brand new gimbal, but this angle is just not good, and I'm trying to push this tripod up to the side, and there's really nothing I can do about it. But when you use this tripod, all you do is you lift up that leg until it touches the top of the counter, just like that. Turn this ball head around, you level out your camera, and now I have a perfect side view of the gimbal where I can actually record myself putting stickers all over it. So overall, this tripod is excellent. I highly recommend it for all filmmakers and creators. The ball head isn't something that I would use to film moving birds, but it's definitely enough to quickly be able to swivel around to whatever angle you want. So I hope you enjoy this video. As always, I'm Joe with Film Alliance, and until the next video, peace.